favorite stocks at the current moment. They've just had some interesting news, quite a lot. It's an American battery technology company, which is basically like a battery recycling company that also has one of the largest lithium projects in America too. As you can see, that is that their CEO, or like serve as the research and development manager at Tesla's Gigafactory for battery material processing, which seems very relevant to the task at hand, which is very important. And as you can see, that they obviously will recycle batteries and try to get as much of the metals from the batteries to then recycle the batteries and the minerals in the batteries. Is that this is from this week or a couple of days ago, where they won their appeal with the US Department of Energy, where they have reinstated their grant for $115 million for their lithium project that we just mentioned, which is fantastic news. And so that's like the main news, is that that's one of the things that made the stock have a major correction at the end of 2025, is when this, I think it was in November, October-ish, this had a massive correction due to the DOE basically removing the grant, and then now it's being reinstated. You can see on the right, the CEO was invited by the consulate from India on a talk with a mission-led platform that then is focused on like investments and such and innovation in India, United States, Israel, and the United Arab Emirates, where there's like several global investors and operators and policymakers and so forth. So it is really interesting. It seems like this company is really moving forward, and it's awesome news. Now let's go over to the final company, which we mentioned a couple of weeks ago. And now one of my newest ads has been Solar Foods Oil, which is a very interesting company, where it's basically, as you can see, that it has a very high, oh, my head is in the way, there you can see, it's producing something called solane, which is basically a raw material that's basically created from air and electricity and so forth. As you can see, like earlier there, like with high oxygen, carbon dioxide, and it has 80% protein, like per 100 grams, 80% of it's protein, 6% of it's unsaturated fats, it has fiber, it has nutrients, it has iron and vitamin B and so forth. So it could perhaps compete with whey, which is a major, like massively utilized in like the gym industry and like fitness. So if this could penetrate that market, the whey market, just a tiny bit, this company could be massive, in my opinion. And as you can see that they are scaling from 160 tons to 6,400 tons in a couple of years, if everything goes according to plan. And obviously it's being supported by the EU, and they are intending to really ramp up production in the future, which is very nice, as you can see that. And if you want to know more about solane and about like what products it can be utilized in and so forth, it can basically be used in basically anything, like milkshakes and in food, in protein bars, and it has tremendous, and the fact that this could produce anywhere on the planet. Earlier the year they received a patent from the United States Patent and Trademark Office. That was earlier this year. Like Solar Foods have received an order for the product solane in the United States from an innovative lifestyle company, where they are trying to utilize solane, or like utilize it in their products, because apparently it's a little bit cheaper than whey, and obviously it can be made anywhere, so it doesn't really aren't really that affected by supply and chain issues compared to whey and other things that are utilized in protein and like fitness. This company could have a really bright future, in my opinion, because everyone needs to be more concerned with where the food comes from. This is like the company that makes food from almost like nothing, and it's like non-GMO, and especially the Western world and like the world at large needs to have more secure food sources and be less reliant on massive international supply chains and more like having more local supply chains. Then this company could like really benefit at least like Scandinavian and like EU and like North America, which is very nice. It's been this video for this time. I hope you've thoroughly enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.